You know, with the camera this close to my face, there's a question that can be asked for what's going on here. But the question that I have for all of you is, are you ready for some football? Yeah! Yes! I can finally make NFL picks again! Even though there's only one game, and that's really all there is to it for today, because the vast majority of the games this week happen on Sunday. I did not think this through. I don't care though. Football season is back. I am so happy. I got my Cutler jersey on. I mean, yeah, I know Jay Cutler no longer plays for the Bears or any football, but come on, where am I gonna find a jersey that has my last name on it? Come on, this is a collector's item. This is probably gonna be worth some money, like, down the line. And let's say I become big and rich and famous doing these videos. Like, this will become even more famous. So, yeah, let's keep fingers crossed on that one. So, good morning, happy Thursday, everybody. Yes, it's Thursday. We are back. Actually, before I continue, I gotta say, man, it was great seeing Darcy Lynn and Preacher Lawson on America's Got Talent again. Those guys are awesome. But, okay, now that that's taken care of. Yes, I can make some football picks again. It's gonna be awesome. It's going to be great. But unfortunately, I'm going to do things a little bit differently from what I did last year. And that will be, starting now, I will be making picks on actual days where we have NFL games. So Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And, you know, if we get to around the holiday season, actually, I do believe Christmas is on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. So we really shouldn't be a factor necessarily. So, actually, Christmas Eve should be a Monday. So, yeah, but yeah, regardless, that's when I'll be making, you know, NFL picks. I'll definitely be wearing this throughout the duration of the playoffs. And yes, we are here. So let's get this one. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm nowhere in any way, shape, or form a football expert. But I do understand, like, the value of the fact that the NFL is 100 years old, you know, starting this year. You know, 100 years of, you know, the National Football League, 54 Super Bowls by the end of this year. And so, yeah, it should be pretty sweet to, you know, to learn more about, because let's be honest, you know, again, the NFL is 100 years old. You know, any football fan watching this, be they, you know, casual or super fan, they're going to hear something regarding the history of the NFL for, you know, the duration of this season. Whether, you know, who won what Super Bowl or who got the MVP that year, stuff like that. So, the fact that, you know, you're going to be hearing that just shows how pretty significant this is. I mean, when you think about, for the history of the NFL, like, thousands of individuals have played in it. And only, you know, a couple hundred are actually in Canton, Ohio in the Hall of Fame, which honestly should be, I mean, it's hard to, because if I was a football player, I don't know how I would feel like, if, say, like, I actually was a football player and I was good, you know, where, like, I was good, but I never won a Super Bowl, but I made it into the Hall of Fame anyway, I really wouldn't know how I felt about that. I mean, I would think a ring would go with the jacket, but that's just me. Because I was actually watching this yesterday, like, Meet the Rookies of this season. They're saying, like, Super Bowl or Hall of Fame, and they're choosing one or the other, and I'm thinking, a great athlete would have said both to that one. I mean, they didn't say they didn't say it had to be one or the other. You could have both, and you'd be okay, I think. So, yeah. So, if you couldn't already tell, I'm kind of stalling because, again, there's only one game today. And how very fitting that it is, the game, the game that consists of the two, football franchises that started all, the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Holy cow, I was like this close to saying it wrong. But yes, it's Green Bay and Chicago, and one of my friend from Chicago, one of my brothers from Chicago, who's currently at the actor studio in New York City. I'm going for the Bears. I'm picking the Bears to win today. Yeah, come on. Khalil Mack, the monster of the Midway. They won the division last year. They toppled Aaron Rodgers. They should have done it twice last year, but Aaron Rodgers somehow came back miraculously. My knee. Anyway, yeah, someone's gonna get that my knee reference at the end. So yeah, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, okay, if you guys haven't been paying attention in the offseason, Mike McCarthy and the coach and Aaron Rodgers had a falling out. So now there's a new coach in Green Bay called Matt LaFleur. And here's the thing. What Aaron Rodgers was doing was he was deliberately changing the calls that Mike McCarthy was making, like in the middle of the game. And, that's where the falling out stems from. And a lot of people, including myself, are worried that Matt LaFleur is not really going to be able to hold Aaron Rodgers down, which, yeah, I'm just saying this right now, and I'm sure a lot of other people are thinking this as well. Aaron Rodgers has effectively become the LeBron James of the NFL. He has. He essentially is the owner of the Green Bay Packers. Whether we all realize it or not, he is. I mean, I know that, but that's because I've been paying attention to, Undisputed and stuff like that. But, yeah. It's going to probably come to the point where Aaron Rodgers is going to be like doing what LeBron did last year in the NBA, where he'll trade like X number of good guys for this one really good guy, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just letting you guys know right now, the bottom is going to fall from underneath him eventually. It's a real shame too. I did like Aaron Rodgers once. I mean, in that situation, it was either, him or Ben Roethlisberger. And considering that Ben Roethlisberger had, some sort of scandal to him at the time involving a young woman, and considering that if the Steelers had won that Super Bowl, there would have been like 6 months of how Ben Roethlisberger overcame adversity, which I was not about to hear. Plus, there's no way on earth they ever should have beaten the Arizona Cardinals in the Super Bowl. And Larry Allen should have, Larry Fitzgerald should have been the MVP of that Super Bowl, but that's just me. So yeah, I had to pick Aaron Rodgers. But you know what? I'm not picking Aaron Rodgers now. The bottom's going to fall from underneath him. That's why, for this game, I am picking the Bears! Yes, I'm picking the Bears. The Bears are good. I think the Bears are going to win their division this year. I mean, come on. If there wasn't any other sign that the Bears are going to win, tonight's game is in Soldier Field. The one thing I can say about that is, at least it's early enough in the season where it's not going to be freezing cold. Because Soldier Field and Lambeau are outdoor stadiums, and they are notorious for being very, very cold, which is not fun. Not fun at all. So, yeah. Although that being said, I am a little worried myself because down the line, my Dallas Cowboys are going to have to play the Bears as well. Yeah, see, the Cowboys play the entirety of the NFC North and the AFC East. So, the Cowboys play, from the AFC North, the Vikings, the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions. And the AFC East, which is the Bills, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. And we also play, everyone in our division twice. And we should also be playing the Saints and the Rams. So somewhere along that line, you have 16 games. Actually, you do have 16 games. So, yes, that is, I mean, again, I'm not going to do any other picks today because, I mean, again, there's only one game today. There's no point of, plus, let's say I actually did pick all 15 other games. 15 other games for this week. What if I change my mind? I don't want to do that. So I'll save all the other games for the respective day of the week that they're playing. And I will try to remember to break out this jersey whenever possible. But all in all, it should still be pretty sweet, Football is back! Football is back! I am so happy. And, yeah, that's what I have to talk about right now. Plus, the fact that I am picking the Bears gave me an excuse to bring out this little guy. Love this little guy. Anyway, speaking of little guys, I was listening to the radio yesterday, and apparently there was this one survey of what does a guy have to do to attract someone of the opposite gender, and it turns out the number one thing women do look for in a guy is, believe it or not, a pet, something like a dog or something furry or whatever. And I'm listening okay, lots of different animals constitute being a pet. Monkeys can be pets. Parrots can be pets. Tarantulas can be pets. Snakes and lizards can also be pets. And I know those latter two are not aesthetically pleasing, for the most part, for the opposite gender. Unless they're into that. Turtles can... turtles can be cute. I think turtles can be pretty cute. I mean, one of the most popular Pokemon in existence is Squirtle, so... he's a turtle. So... well, it's a turtle. I should say it's a turtle, because Squirtle can be both male and female. So, yeah. So it's a turtle. As well as, War Turtle and Blastoise, it can be male or female, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Again, personally, I don't know if I'll ever get myself a pet, just because, I had 2 cats growing up. It was fun. I remember when they entered my life, and I do unfortunately remember when they left my life. It's a hard feeling when the latter happens, but, it gave me an opportunity to be appreciative of, the wonderful times that, I had with them. I'm thankful for the experience overall. So if I go the rest of my life and not have a pet, I'm okay with that. Would I like a pet? Maybe. Or who knows? Maybe I'll actually meet the right woman and she'll want a pet instead. I don't know. That definitely is possible. That definitely happens. I mean, I know a few, I have a few friends who are married to each other, obviously, who, got pets after they got married, so, it's possible. Anything can happen. Just like anything can happen in tonight's game, although I am picking the Bears to win. So, yes, cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait for the kickoff. And I was watching, this was actually funny. I was watching a promotion for, the new season kicking off. And it's Al Michaels, right? And he's saying, I don't think there's any other better way that, that I could host that to start off the, the new season of the NFL, right? And so then Betty White shows up. And I'm like, yeah, nothing is really hard to find anything more awesome than Betty White. Really hard to do that. Yeah. which, actually, what team does Betty White root for? I should look this up. Oh, maybe it'll come later. But can't wait for tonight. Football is back. Let's go. We ready for ya. I love that commercial. So, like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms, turn on those notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled I made this video. For all of you guys to watch, enjoy for today. I'm hopefully all have a wonderful Thursday, which kicks off the NFL. And remember, if you guys want to talk with Chamo is going to be here to lend an ear. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices.